So today we're redoing our Apex Legends Heirloom tier list finally, because we did one last year when Crypto's Heirloom was released. I'm doing one again, of course, because Valkyrie's Heirloom was released, and this time I've actually added the Bloodhound Prestige skin onto this too as well. That way we kind of rate everything and go from best to worst. So starting with actually Bloodhound's Heirloom. What did I think of it? I honestly think Bloodhound Heirloom is in the same spot as last time, where it's like a really good Heirloom and it doesn't really get too much in the way. So I'm actually going to put an A tier, but not S tier. S tier is like for those really classic Heirlooms, and of course it's going to be able to be a few on them this year because we actually got a few really good ones. So stick around so you don't miss out which Heirlooms are actually like the best in my opinion. Now we got the classic Wraith Heirloom. Now, of course, it's just like a classic Heirloom. As soon as you see Apex Legends or play Apex Legends, the first thing you think of when it comes to Heirlooms is Wraith's Kunai. And of course, this is going to go in the S tier. It doesn't have that many animations, but just a classic Heirloom, so that's why it's actually up here. Hopefully in the future we'll get some new animations to go along with it, because right now it's kind of dull, but it's still really good for new players and just anyone starting out or just for long-time players. Anyways, now, Lifeline's chalk sticks. I'm not a huge fan of these. The animations on them are pretty nice. I'm not a huge Lifeline main. Even after the buff they gave her recently, I don't feel like I would get these still even if I did play her. But I definitely say this is definitely going to go in the C tier. Not the craziest Heirloom, but it's decent to say at least. At least it's not as bad as like Caustic's Heirloom. Now, Mirage's Heirloom. I absolutely love this Heirloom. It's so unique, and I honestly think it's the one Heirloom either most people really like or really hate. I honestly think it's an S tier Heirloom just because its animations are just so good, and it's just such a different Heirloom than the rest. Now, we got Pathfinder's Heirloom. I think Pathfinder's Heirloom is good and all, but the problem with it kind of gets in the way and it's very chunky, but it's still a very good Heirloom if you just want to actually have it if you're a Pathfinder main. I definitely don't think it's my favorite, so I'm going to put it in next to the C tier. Same thing with Lifeline's Chuck Sticks. They're okay, they're not amazing. Now, we got ourselves Octane's Heirloom. Now, this is honestly one of the best Heirlooms in the game with animations to just everything else. It's literally a butterfly knife. Of course, like this is gonna go in the S tier because Octane is just so much fun to play, and it's honestly just such a good Heirloom to go with him. Now we actually got Gibraltar's actually hatchet. I think this thing's the same thing with Bloodhound's Heirloom. It's really good. It's got some really nice animations, and it doesn't really get in the way. So I'm actually gonna put this on the A tier. Now we got Bangalore's Heirloom. This is kind of the same thing with Bloodhounds and also Gibbies. It's just a really good Heirloom, and it's so different than everything else. I honestly think it's in the A tier still. If I get it for myself, I might actually move it up to the S tier because I've been watching a lot of people stream and have this Heirloom. I honestly think it might be an S tier Heirloom, but I don't have it for myself, so I can't really say. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, though, Revenant's actual Scythe. This thing is literally the best Heirloom of all time. This is what like a Heirloom should be. So I'm actually going to put this on the S tier, and its animation is just absolutely amazing. And every time you see this, you feel like a menace. Like having it or just seeing it when you see someone have it. Because like, you're forced to be reckoned with. Now, we got Caustic's Heirloom. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of this. This is going to go in the D tier. I don't know why there's an F and E. We're not going to probably use this at all. Actually, wait, never mind. We probably will. We'll get to that, though. Then we got actually, what is it not? Rampart. Oh, yeah, Rampart. Rampart's actually Wrench. I'm not a huge fan of this. I definitely don't think it deserves to be in the D tier because it actually has some really decent animations. So I'm actually going to put it in the actual C tier. Since I'm not like a main, I don't use it. I feel like it's just still really good because it's just like not too chunky, but it's not something I would use. Even with the not Lifeline buff, the Rampart buff recently she got for actually ramp up time and everything. I think it's definitely really nice to see like this, the fun animation she has with it. Now, Watson's Heirloom. Definitely most unique Heirloom out of everything. I think it's honestly really nice. The animations are the best part about this Heirloom. So I think that in itself could honestly just put it in B tier. But I think I'm going to put it in C tier because like same thing with all the other ones. They got really nice animations, but they just are so random. Next up, we got Crypto's Heirloom, which is one of the newer Heirlooms that was released recently. I honestly think it's an S tier Heirloom. Like the sound of it just sounds so good. The actual design of the Heirloom is amazing, matches Crypto's theme, and I think it's just one of the better Heirlooms that was released. So I'm gonna put that in the S tier. Now, we of course got the Bloodhound Prestige skin. Of course, I'm actually gonna put this in the E tier because I cannot see myself actually buying this skin unless I'm like a Bloodhound main, or maybe I have some extra Heirloom shards, or for some reason like that. I don't think it's the best actual Prestige skin either, because supposedly we're supposed to get the Bangalore Prestige skin, which actually looks way nicer than this skin, and also it's got a way better finisher. Of course, you can see that here. It looks amazing and stuff. But yeah, no, I definitely think if they were to release the Prestige Bangalore skin, I probably put it in the D tier because like Bangalore is a fun character, like a very fun character if you play around with her, and her prestige skin it just looks 100 times better than Bloodhounds. Now, of course, we have the newest heirloom to the collection, which is, of course, Valkyrie's Spear. And honestly, this thing is amazing. I love it so much having it in game because we recently got it. And I gotta say, this is definitely the same thing with Revenant. It feels really good. Feels like an actual heirloom. And sound and effects are just on par with actually like Crypto Spear and Revenant's heirloom. So I'm actually gonna put this in S tier. But that is, of course, my actual Apex heirloom tier list. And I gotta say, this is honestly a good reflection of the game right now, comparing like all the heirlooms in game. Of course, let me know what you guys think of this heirloom tier list down below in the comments. Go ahead and roast me if you think something should be higher or lower. And until then, if you did enjoy today's video, make sure to smash the like button, get subscribed, and don't forget to check us on Twitch. We do stream there, of course, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Leave a link down below to our Twitch channel. Until then, I'll see you guys in another video. G-Man, out.